Good morning, everyone. This is Ramajan and Catherine Carrigan with What is Social Media Today, teaching you how to win the game of social media. Today, I'd like to take a moment and to congratulate Catherine on her most recent book launch. I have launched probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 books with Catherine, and there's always surprises that happen, usually not of this extent and usually not of this brightness, shall I say. Catherine's book did stay #1 on Amazon for 3 weeks, and I've been updated to know that she hit the #1 in 7 categories. That to me is really quite an accomplishment, and I don't want to take, as I say, anything away from Catherine and the energetics that she brings to the table, but the bottom line is that Catherine has diligently worked her social media for years, okay? Social media marketing is a long game, and it's hard for us to accept that because it's like pissing in the wind, right? It's like, here we are spending time, and what are we getting? A like here, a like there. I mean, it's not satisfying very often. So we kind of have to look for, how do we make it satisfying? And there are ways that we can do that. But the bottom line is that I have worked with Catherine for 5, 6, 7 years, 5, 6, 7 books. And we have gone through this process. And Catherine has created a heck of a lot of momentum, which is what today's topic was about, is how do you create momentum? And where does it come from? And how do you ride its shirt tails? And so what momentum is about in the world of social media goes back to what I said before I started the recording. My conclusion is that we need to post a lot of different stuff continually. Okay, we need to keep the eyes of the social media world looking at us. We have to give them stuff to look at. One post is great, but people forget about that. Even if you only post once a week, people forget about it. It's better than not posting at all. But what I've noticed is that we need to post consistently. And even though some of the posts that I make off of my Google Alerts don't necessarily get a lot of likes, occasionally I post an article that immediately somebody does like and comment about, okay? So looking at the Swiss Army knife approach to social media, where we pull from everything. We have stuff on YouTube, we have blog postings that we roll out through all our social media, especially the often forgotten Google+. We have pictures that we post from our cameras, whether we run it directly through to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or we take the approach of one button, 3 places, 4 places, which is really the goal of this. How do you get more for less time committed? So Catherine is always taking pictures on her dog walk of flowers, of trees, of her dog, always something going. That phone is always with us, gang. Why not take advantage of it? That's the fun part of social media. Then we have Google Alerts, which are articles posted about interests that we have. Sometimes I just go on a picture hunt. Who were the original Hawaii surfers? I posted some things about that, and I actually got comments from people. So, you got to look outside of the box, but remember that we're sharing who we are, okay? If we're interested in garage sales, why not take pictures of some of the weird stuff we see at garage sales? If we're doing sweat lodges, let's include some of that flavor into our social media. So Catherine has created a personality out here in cyberspace. People know who she is, and she, through her diligence, she has been rewarded. And the book was a great boon for her, but I think that one thing happened also, and I really want to stress this, okay? Catherine got the gig as a co-host of the UK Nutritional Healing Show, okay? I mean, international, audience. And she did this by continuing to write articles about natural healing, which is her forte. That's what she does. There are opportunities like this for all of us out in the cyber world, okay? It takes a continual effort of networking in order for this to happen. And I just really wanted everybody to realize that, unfortunately, social media is a long game, okay? The rewards don't happen immediately. Catherine, literally did the same thing for her last book that she did for this book. Why did this one, do better? Okay, well, it's the continual social media presence that Catherine has had over the years. Okay, one of the things I keep hearing from people is they talk about an old website and I'm going to take this down and do a new one. Well, you don't take anything down. Okay, there's juice that you gain just by longevity. So Catherine has blog articles from 5 years ago, 10 years ago maybe, that today might go viral. There might be a topic, and Catherine's a smart cookie, so she looks at what blogs did well over the years, and she might remarket a blog that did well. She might change it a little bit. She might not. She might just leave it as is. Market it. You think, well, if I market the same thing twice, are people going to get, annoyed? Well, if it's 2, 3, 4 years apart, even a couple of months apart, people have no memory. Why not take old stuff and repackage it? Denise's program relies on, hey, take quotes from your book, put them on pictures, send them out through Twitter. Okay, a continual barrage. And with one final thing, Denise's program is a great program. The flaw in it, if there is a flaw, is what happens next. Okay, and I have to share this with you all. I mentioned to Catherine, okay, this is what you do next, and she pulled the classic she was the student here. She did exactly what all you do. I don't have time to do that, and I had to laugh because Catherine will make time to do it. Don't get me wrong, but initially we all have that same response. I don't have time to do something more. The bottom line, gang, if you do not step up to the marketing plate, you will not sell books. You just won't. Bottom line, step up to the marketing plate and we will help you. We will design a program for you. We will do 2-day workshops. We'll continue with webinars. We're here to make social media fun for everyone. And with that said, gang, I'm going to stop the recording and we can get into Q&A with Catherine. This has been Ramajan and Catherine Carrigan with What is Social Media Today? teaching you how to win the game of social media with momentum. Aloha.